My name is Sheila Hill. I'm an intuitive life coach and a spiritual guide. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be talking about love and light as a distortion and or possibly even a distraction. So I will say as a caveat to the beginning of this video that being a spiritual teacher, being in this realm and practicing spirituality and being parts of communities and leaders of other communities, I, by absolute certainness, have played love and light. But I've come to a new revelation and understanding. The more and more that I embody the wisdom of our experience here and why we're actually here, and the more that those answers come to me, the more that I've started to understand that in fact, looking at it from a certain perspective, which I believe is divine truth, that love and light is actually a distortion. So stick with me, see what you think. We are a spark of God, source, universe, prime creator consciousness. Consciousness is experiencing itself as you, as me, as a tree, as a squirrel, as all living beings scattered across the omniverse. Prime source creator or God, whatever word you feel comfortable with, is just consciousness experiencing itself as. There is no judgment around that. Creation is just creation. There is no judgment that certain creations are good creations and other creations are not good creations, because it's all just consciousness expressing itself and being expressed as consciousness. So, you and me are an eternal light being, a spark of God creator consciousness, having a very temporary human experience. And in that experience, we are consciousness being experienced as you, as me, as a tree, as a squirrel, whatever. The only you that matters, or me that matters, is the egoic aspect, which is riddled in self-importance. But our mission here is honestly to just be consciousness being expressed through us. So you are God, a spark of God, and you are also the God of your own micro reality, your own micro universe. You are a micro universe where you are the God, the creator, the manifester, the experiencer of the consciousness, the dreamer of the dream, and the actors in the dream. You are all of that for your micro universe experience. And your micro universe is then having a macro experience in your community, in your country, on the planet. So you are God, and then you are God. So why on earth do we judge? By saying that things are love and light, or that we are of love and light, or that we wish someone love and light, or that we determine that someone or something is not of love or light. It's a polarity. It is a polarity that is so subjective to the person that is holding the love and light concept. Like everybody, we ask 50 people what love and light means, we probably would get 45 different answers. Love and light is a judgment against some other form of consciousness that someone has deemed as not being loving or of the light. It's a polarity. And one of our jobs, almost the most important job that we have here right now as the awakened master souls during this ascension timeline, is to diffuse all polarity and duality and bring everything into divine neutrality. We have to stop the pendulum from going back and forth. You're right, I'm right, your truth, my truth, this is light, this is dark. We're here to remember and embody that we are master souls. And I don't care what story you may be telling about yourself, or someone else that you may know, that they're not, no way are they a master, no way am I a master. We are all. If you're here and you are a part of this ascension, which you wouldn't be listening to me if you weren't, you are a master soul that has come back, A, to clean up the mess, B, to experience this ascension timeline from both sides, the before and the after, and to participate in creating a light quotient here on the planet by bringing neutrality and non-polarity into your system. Neutrality is where we ascend. We don't ascend by holding, I'm only going to be love and light, and anything that is not of the love and light, on the opposite side of the pendulum, does not come into my field. It doesn't, I don't look at it, I don't entertain it, I don't want to know. We don't ascend from that space. We ascend from neutrality. And in that neutrality, we find that we are connected most to our own alignment and to the God creator, universe, source, self that doesn't judge creation. There's no polarity in the divine neutrality. So what are we here to do? We're here to transmute all of the polarity into divine neutrality. And then as a human, we are here to be mature, to be a mature soul as a mastered soul, to become a master race for all of humanity. That's what the higher, call it 5D, whatever you want to call it, the higher levels of consciousness, human experiences that this timeline is leading us to, is our mastery, individually and then as a human race. So we're here to become mature. We're not here to only perpetuate what we determine subjectively to be love or light, or love and light, or love light, whichever way you want to, whatever way you use it. We're here to become mature. So what does that mature look like? What does that maturity embodied in a human having this soul experience look like? As an example, it is that we are here to embody ethics, morality, integrity, honesty, acceptance, and kindness. I didn't say love. I didn't say light in any of that. Because if you think about it, ethics, morality, integrity, honesty, acceptance, and kindness, that is where humanity has lost its way. Humanity, and we have contributed to this too. I always accept and teach divine responsibility. We need to understand that whatever it is that we don't like that we're seeing out there in the world right now, we have been a part of, either in this lifetime or many lifetimes before. Humanity on planet Earth did not get to where it is today by itself, and it wasn't your neighbor's fault. We have all perpetuated in that collective manifestation that is now at a crescendo, that is now going through a transformation, transmutation process, and it's crunchy. It's really crunchy. But what we need to understand is that we're not here to just only talk about the light and only be the light and only perpetuate the light and sprinkle fairy dust and unicorns all over everything. We're here to embody the wisdom of divine neutrality and to mature into becoming humans that are examples in the world. Examples of ethics, morality, integrity, honesty, acceptance, and kindness. That is where humanity will find itself again. And as each one person matures and is able to hold the vibration, the container, the moral fiber within themselves, that they become one of these master souls that is an embodiment of these examples, then we as a collective then all hold that as the new baseline. That becomes the new base for future collective manifestations for the human reality. Now I'm going to bring back the love and light again. Kind of dismantled it a little bit at the beginning of this video, explained why it's considered to be a polarity and that we need to go through this maturation. I think that's a word, the maturity process. We have to go through the maturity, become examples of those maturities, of those 6 things, so that we would then embody, emanate, and be, as souled humans, love and light. But love as a consciousness, as an expression without distortion or polarity, as the light of God that we are, not the light that is the opposite of dark. So as we begin to learn, how to embody this maturity, and the maturity of being able to look at the things that we don't necessarily want to look at and understand from a deeper perspective some of the things that have gone on in this world that we would rather hadn't. As we embody the maturity of being able to build a container within our ability to hold, that there have been a lot of creations that perhaps weren't as love and light as we had liked. We become the mature soul embodied, an example in human form, so that on the other side of that, we actually are the pure form of love and light. So it's a journey. You have to let go of this love and light, kind of determine where you're at, mature, embody more and more of ethics, morality, integrity, honesty, acceptance, and kindness. Become a mature human having a soul experience, so that you will then be an example of all of those human characteristics and the God light that you are. The love piece is a little bit tricky to understand. I'm not fully there yet either. Love is a frequency, but we really have to work through our own human shadow, programming and beliefs to cleanse what we believe love to be. That may be a whole other video in really understanding, because human beings, and some, if not all of the things that we have done to each other and called it love, has really not been love. Some of the very subjective ideas, definitions, and labels that we give to the word love are just not founded in truth at all. So love is a piece that we're going to learn to experience and understand more deeply as we evolve into these mature humans. That's coming, that's being experienced outside of the fact that it is just a frequency. We need to understand how to embody it and be it and participate in that way in our lives. But I just wanted to share with you sort of what I have unpacked in my own journey, in my understanding of where the 4th dimensional spiritual paradigm, the awakened people that practice spirituality in various communities, are really holding a polarity around this idea of love and light. So I've given you some things to think about. Take what resonates, let go what doesn't. This is your journey. Check within. Go within and really see how all of this feels. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free down below. Until next time, see you soon. Bye-bye.